Good evening.
Good evening.
Just a quick reminder of what it is we're doing here. Question and answer. I think it's very important to address the doubts, the questions, the challenges that we encounter. I read a story just the other day about a Christian musician who walked away from the faith because he read some things that challenged his beliefs, and when he went to his pastor, his church, looking for answers, he got told that you're not supposed to doubt. You just have faith. Just trust God. Don't question. And that wasn't satisfying to him, and he walked away from the church. And as I've said over and over from the pulpit every chance I get, God is not afraid of our questions. It's okay to have doubts. It's perfectly normal and human to have doubts. We encounter people who have challenges, who have different point of view, different belief, and whenever they come against us with their disagreement, we don't know what to say, it's okay to seek answers. And so I like doing this, just an opportunity that if you have a question, whether it's a challenge you've received to your faith, whether it's something as you were reading the Bible on your own, that you wonder, wait, what was that all about? Or when you heard somebody say something on the radio or on TV or a book you're reading and you're confused. Or maybe while I was preaching or something, you thought I was going to go and make this point, but instead I went this way, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, what about this over here? There's all kinds of things that can create questions, and we should never be afraid to ask them. And so we are going to try to answer, hopefully, if we can. Neither one of us here are a guru. I'm about to introduce Dave. Neither one of us here are some wise guru with all of the answers to give to you. There may be some where we have to say, you know what, I don't know, but here's a direction I can point you. And so we'll get into that. Of course, y'all all know me. I'm the pastor. A few of y'all, the youth, I may either not have met you or don't remember meeting you. Hi. Glad to have you with us. And this gentleman to my right, Brother Dave Dover, wonderful friend, mentor to me, has tons of experience. I'll let him introduce himself, though.
Good evening. Again, my name is Dave Dover. Married, 3 kids, all girls. I failed my finals. So, okay. Every preacher I know read the book, How to Choose the Sex of Your Child. They all got boys. I failed my finals 3 times in a row. Sorry. But my daughters can out-hunt, out-shoot, out-golf, outdo anything, any man. And I dare to challenge you.
Let's
because
go.
They're good. They've gone up against the Marines, and they've done well. So it's been pretty exciting. They were in the big shooting competitions, went to state and all that kind of stuff. Can they hear me?
You have to start yelling.
Am I? Are we cut? Okay.
It's something on the mic, I guess.
Oh, I thought I was getting quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
The man can just abandon the mic and talk loud. Can you talk loud?
Okay, I have 3 kids, wonderful wife. I've been married, oh gosh, I just forgot. I'm absent-minded, by the way, but me and my wife have been married almost 30 years. Very exciting, met her in college. I'm a veteran, served in the Air Force. I played with bombs. Anything that could kill, maim, or destroy, I've handled, touched, and dropped. My early Christian faith, I would take missiles and I would throw them in the air, and everybody around me would go, and I'd catch it and I go, but wait a minute, 10 minutes ago you said you didn't want to talk about God. So I assumed you were secure in knowing that you would either go heaven or hell. And I just threw this up and you had a heart attack. Well, I ain't ready to die yet. And I'm like, so that began how I began to share Jesus, and then we began to ask questions. And wherever I have been in that experience since 1978, I have always been part of a coffee group, and let's just ask 100 questions. And it's always been fun. I hope you have fun tonight. I do not know all the answers. I no way. But we used to have Kool-Aid parties and listen to Chuck Swindoll and James Vernon McGee, who traveled through the Bible. And and we would just ask the hardest questions we could, because everybody I've ever known doesn't know God. And so they have their background asking questions. And I invite people to my dinner table and house. I'm into biking now. I cycle. I used to be a very big man. I know my shirt looks tight because the only fat I have now is between my ears and my gut. And so between those two locations, I still have struggle reducing that weight. But I have guys who are cyclists, and in the cycling world, when you see guys riding bikes around here, you need to pray for them. Over 90% of everybody who rides a bike is an atheist. They don't acknowledge God because whatever reason. So it's always fun when I'm in a cycling group to get to talk to someone about God. I had a guy who's a big-time winner come in my house. He's an active bisexual. He drinks. He's living with his girlfriend, and we just had a blast talking about God. Because, I think you need to invite them in. They ain't going to hurt your house. They're not going to hurt your faith. And if your neighbors talk about them, let them. They don't know any better. Do your best to try to talk to somebody. And so I just have a blast trying to answer people's questions and trying to make it enjoyable. Because I tell you what, loving God is fun. And there's so many things that you can just have fun with out there. But the problem is, most of us, including me, Mark will tell you this, we get caught up in legalism, form of rules, and we forget to enjoy what we're doing. And that's the hardest thing to do. We all do it. We all do it. Even I did it tonight. Okay? I walked in here, I'm like, oh, we're in the sanctuary. And I'm thinking we're in a youth room. And I'm in jorts. And I got my coffee. And I'm like, first thing I asked Mark was, can I have my coffee? I didn't care about the shorts. I care about the coffee because the scripture says you're not supposed to bring anything into the sanctuary. No food, no drink. And I'm like, doggone it. And I'm in legalism right there.
Am I getting in trouble later?
Yeah. So even we get caught up in that stuff. There you go. Another 10% out of your pay raise. So, all right. So, if you have any question, if I've left anything out, just feel free to ask if you want to know my background or anything like